Welcome home, brave heroes. I am Ash, and these are the submissions to the 2024 Quest Jam. Be advised there will be spoilers ahead. And now, onward. Winter is Nigh by Obsidian33. Sir Ragnar has escaped prison and has been spotted entering the ice caverns in the northern mountains, where an ancient frozen undead army, the fabled Winter Legion, are trapped. You must ensure that this army either remains trapped or is destroyed. This will be one of the greatest threats you have faced, but you may be able to find help, legends tell, of a force that was once dispatched to destroy this army, but became trapped in magical ice. If you can free these warriors, they will be able to assist in your quest. Just one moment, this quest is a bit unique in terms of setup. At the beginning of the game, Zargon will set up this center room. The door is open, and at the start of each of their turns, Zargon may place two of the following monsters in this room: Skeleton, Mummy, Zombie, Spectre. Once all available monsters of these types have been placed, Zargon may not place any more of these monsters, but may place one Dread Wraith. All of these monsters are from the Winter Legion, and roll one extra defend die, and may cast Chill once per turn instead of attacking normally. Next, you'll place these ice blocks down in the corridors. These represent slabs of ice blocking the corridors and can be damaged by attacks from monsters or heroes, but are immune to magic. Each square of ice has 10 body points and is removed if reduced to 0. Also, during setup, I misplaced one of my double block corridors. That's supposed to go right here. This is supposed to be closed off, so please pretend that this is one double block. This growing force represents the Winter Legion, which must remain trapped. But every single round, it grows. And if the Zargon in question has Prophecy of Talor, Spirit Queen's Torment, or Return of the Witch Lord, especially Return of the Witch Lord, this room can have a lot more monsters than the base game would assume. I'm talking all of the monsters in this tray could be in the center room and wandering out into the corridors to start attacking the blocks and free themselves. Sir Ragnar knows what he's doing with this play. This is a very bold and powerful play. This is a Chad play right here. So we're kind of on a time limit until that Dread Wraith gets here, and then it's just going to be absolute chaos if they can break free by attacking the ice blocks, because they can do that. So this quest already has some really cool stuff going for it. I really like that feature, and I really like that it uses the frozen horror tile. The one that comes in the contemporary version of this game does not seem to have any sort of markers indicating where the heroes should move or stand, so I like to kind of imagine this as one tile. The heroes can just be on it anywhere, anytime, and the entire tile is adjacent to the other tiles. That's just my headcanon. It's not rules as written or anything like that. That's how I like to imagine it. I don't know that I'd necessarily play that every single time. I don't know why I'm wiggling my fingers like this. The second cool observation I have about this quest is that there's 3 ways to get into the rest of the quest board proper. I like that the heroes have choices, and these are definitely legitimate choices. The corridors here are all opened up and freed outside of the ice blocks, so the heroes can definitely go around and choose which quadrant of the board they'd like to explore first. Now, this quest is set up in a bit of a formulaic fashion. The heroes are able to enter into a room in each quadrant that has a powerful enemy or a group of enemies waiting for them, and they will fight these enemies and get the chance to search for secret doors. Each quadrant has a secret door that leads to 5 more miniatures, and you might be thinking, wow, what a powerful group, I sure would hate to fight them. But guess what? This is the army that was sent in to dispatch the Winter Legion. That's right. If you cast Ball of Flame or Fire of Wrath on the heroes that are trapped in magical ice in these rooms, one of the heroes will be able to control this entire party of 5 characters. And this isn't just one party. There are 4 separate parties of these characters. In each of the quadrants, there's a party frozen in ice. Now, if you're using a bog standard, typical default assumption party, 4 standard heroes, all beginning this quest for the first time, and it's their first quest of the campaign, then your wizard's only going to have the 2 fire spells, and you'll only be able to unlock 2 of these parties of heroes, which is kind of okay, because that's 14 characters that you guys are going to be controlling to fight Zargon. But somewhere in this quest, there is a chest containing 2 Fire of Wrath spells. Or is that chests? So this quest gives you the means to be able to free these trapped soldiers, even if you don't bring a wizard with you, which is great. It is genius. I love the accessibility here. However, what I don't love is in the time it took me to talk about this, Zargon has placed all of the skeletons in the center room, and they're starting to bone out into the corridors, so we need to get a move on. This room contains a skull of ice. Heroes, this is the skull of one of the sorcerers who created the Winter Legion, and it can be used to make any ice block adjacent to the bearer indestructible. Each skull of ice may be used up to 3 times. That means if a hero has the skull of ice, they can make this block indestructible. I don't know if it's just for that turn, or if this block is now indestructible, and that's one of the uses of the skull of ice, and now the hero can move away and this block will simply stay indestructible. I'm not sure on that. So I guess that could be up to Zargon and oh god, oh it's happening. This is what it looks like when the room is fully maxed out with all available monsters, minus the ones from Prophecy of Talor and Spirit Queen's Torment. We need to find and take out Sir Ragnar as soon as possible. Because if Sir Ragnar is reduced to 0 body points, he vanishes, promising revenge, and Zargon may not place any more monsters from the Winter Legion. If the Winter Legion is defeated, the heroes are rewarded with 800 gold. But it doesn't say if this is the true objective of the quest, so, heroes, maybe you just need to defeat Sir Ragnar and... Oh, no, wait, actually it does say that in the very beginning, in the quest preamble, it says that we have to... Okay, so we have to destroy all of these monsters! Oh god, there's too many of them! Something else that's really cool about this quest that I wanted to point out, each of these parties, even though it's 5 members, it should be still pretty manageable for a hero to be able to control all of them, because they separated the different types of frozen horror mercenaries into each room. The elven mercenaries are already pretty unique. The 4 different types of frozen horror mercenaries are all pretty diverse, so you're not going to have one player mistaking who they can move and who they can't move for another one. In fact, the only ones that could be confusing are the elven archers and the elven warriors. There's only 2 of each of them in this quest though, and you can definitely differentiate them by using the male and female sculpts of each one. It's just, they do have pretty similar poses. So keep a close eye on this, and you'll never have any confusion as to who's controlling who. Is the battle done yet? Nope. Well, it'll be done eventually. Who will remain victorious? That's up to you, heroes. So thank you, Obsidian, for this awesome quest. To play these quests and the other epic quests submitted to the 2024 Quest Jam, please visit the link in the description below. Now onward, brave heroes.